Recently, exercise intensity, HIIT, omega-3s, vitamin D, magnesium, longevity supplements, brief workouts, and cumulative exercise appeared on the Mel Robbins podcast and said something you need to hear. Dr. Rhonda Patrick told Mel Robbins that you can throw out the 10,000 steps goal and replace it with just 10 breathless minutes. Not 30 minutes, not a gym session, 10 minutes of intense effort, and she says the research backs this up. That is a bold claim, and we are going to unpack it today. This interview dropped on the Mel Robbins YouTube channel in late June 2026. What makes this one worth your attention is the audience Mel Robbins reaches. People who are not deep in the biohacking world. People who feel overwhelmed by health advice. And Rhonda Patrick, speaking to that audience, made some unusually direct, simplified statements that actually push back against some of the complexity she usually embraces. That contrast is exactly why this interview stands out. Here's the part that caught my attention, because if you follow Rhonda Patrick regularly, you know she tends to go deep. VO2 max, sauna protocols, detailed supplement stacks, genetic variations. In this interview, she did something different. She simplified, hard. The headline claim, replace the 10,000 steps target with 10 minutes of breathless activity. Now, to be clear, she is not saying walking is bad. What she is saying, and this is the reframe that matters, is that brief, intense bursts of effort are valid. They are cumulative, and they count toward your longevity outcomes. She said, and I am quoting directly here, "These moments count, they add up, they are cumulative, and we have the research to show that." This is actually a quiet contradiction of a deeply embedded cultural belief, one that Mel Robbins herself admitted to on camera. Mel said she grew up thinking it does not count as exercise unless you are in workout clothes doing at least 30 minutes. Rhonda Patrick pushed back on that directly. She is saying the 30-minute minimum threshold is not supported by the evidence she is looking at. For our audience, this is worth flagging because it challenges how many of us structure our days. If you have been skipping short exercise opportunities because they felt pointless, taking stairs, a fast 8-minute walk between meetings, carrying groceries quickly, Rhonda Patrick is arguing in this interview that those moments have real, measurable biological value. And she framed it as cumulative, meaning the body does not reset to zero between efforts. Another thing she said that stood out, she opened by addressing the overwhelm problem directly. She told Mel's audience, and again I am paraphrasing closely, that you do not need 50 different health hacks to improve how you feel and how you age. That is a notable statement from someone who runs a platform known for deep, detailed health optimization content. It suggests she is actively trying to lower the barrier to entry for people who feel paralyzed by complexity. Rhonda Patrick referenced research supporting the cumulative nature of short exercise bouts, though she did not name specific studies in the portion of the interview captured here. What she did assert is that the evidence exists and is solid enough for her to recommend it confidently. The underlying science she appears to be drawing on based on what she said relates to how the body responds to intensity rather than duration. The physiological stress of getting breathless triggers adaptations that longer, lower intensity movement does not necessarily produce to the same degree. That includes things like mitochondrial stress responses, cardiovascular adaptation, and metabolic signaling. She also touched on sleep and DNA repair in a way that felt like a brief but important aside. She mentioned that DNA damage accumulates every day. That is normal biology. And that sleep is when a significant portion of that repair happens. This was framed in the context of why sleep is non-negotiable, but it is worth noting because she connected it to the broader message. A few core behaviors, done consistently, do the heavy lifting on longevity, sleep being one of them. I want to be clear that the research behind brief intense exercise replacing longer moderate exercise is genuinely a developing area. What Rhonda Patrick is saying aligns with a real body of evidence, but anyone with cardiovascular conditions should absolutely talk to their doctor before switching to high-intensity short bursts. In terms of her personal supplement recommendations shared in this interview, Rhonda Patrick outlined what she described as a foundational 5. First on her list, omega-3 fatty acids. She said these are at the top, no new position there. But the framing here was about simplicity. Second, a multivitamin. She recommended this as a baseline nutritional insurance policy. Third, vitamin D. Given how widespread deficiency is, this recommendation continues to appear in her public statements. Fourth, magnesium, also a recurring theme in her work, connected to sleep quality and enzymatic function. Fifth, she connected her fifth recommendation back to sleep, specifically what happens during sleep in terms of repair and recovery. What is worth noting is that she did not mention her broader stack in this context. No NMN, no sulforaphane, no detailed timing protocols. This appears to be a deliberate choice to meet Mel's audience where they are. Here is what I would actually do with this interview if I were applying it this week. 1. Stop waiting for the perfect workout window. If you have 10 minutes and you can get breathless, a fast stair climb, a hard bike sprint, even carrying something heavy up a hill, Rhonda Patrick is saying that counts. It is cumulative. Do not let the absence of gym clothes or a full hour be the reason you do nothing. 2. If you are not already on a basic supplement stack, consider starting with the 4 she named: omega-3s, a multivitamin, vitamin D, and magnesium. That said, if you are on any medications or managing a chronic condition, run this by your doctor first, because even these common supplements can interact with certain prescriptions. The broader message from this interview is actually about psychology as much as biology. Rhonda Patrick is telling people, stop letting perfect be the enemy of good. If this breakdown was useful, hit subscribe so you do not miss the next one. We cover exactly this kind of interview analysis, cutting through what longevity experts are actually saying.